Hey, welcome back to the Chammy, the only channel on YouTube where you can get a professional tarot card reading from a haunted house, in a creepy graveyard, from a haunted chick like me with really, really, really cute dogs. Tonight's special is yes, no, maybe so, sometimes why kind of free questions. You can get an 1111 love read, and while it's not a general reading, it is still a micro mini roadmap to get you to your, or get you on the path to your heart's desire. You can also get a $15 adult reading that unlocks the Sexual Magical Tarot card deck. So go ahead and check out the description. Pick your poison. If you just found us and we're not live, skip to the end for the free collective message. You can get a general reading for $30 and in-depth for $60. There is something there for everybody. No refunds, no e-checks, no solicitation. Please do not make it weirder than it already is. Pretty much the only rule here is just be groovy or please leave, man. So if you ain't feeling groovy, just leave and come back later. Hey, Metal Rain, how are you, sweetheart? Oh, awesome. I'm so glad that the app notified you for once. That's good to know. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. How was your day? Okay, that's good to know. Thank goodness. Thank goodness YouTube's working. Thank you for working correctly, YouTube, for once in our lives. Good YouTube. Pats YouTube's head and back. Good job. Yeah, I know the feeling. I have run into a problem with some virtual tenants. Not sure when I'll dig myself out of that sand dune, but I will. I should pretty soon. They don't have those here in Georgia, believe it or not. Isn't that funny? I've never been to a casino. Yeah, I understand. All in good fun. Really? Did that earthquake they recently had out there affect you at all? I've never been to Vegas. Maybe I should write a song called that. With my fingers. Didn't even feel it? Okay. Really? Interesting. There's a lot of stuff as well on Peacock. And they have a great array of everything for a great monthly price. Right on. I'm just watching what I can live. There's been some pretty interesting live segments. I would have to say watching Rhea Ripley, having to watch her relocate her dislocated shoulder was absolutely terrifying. Terrifying. I don't even, I'm speechless about, I don't know if you saw that, but Tiffy time. Doesn't she have the Money in the Bank suitcase? She's a pretty good athlete. They all are. They're all pretty good athletes. That's what I was saying. Yeah, they're all pretty nice. And really incredible. All of them are really incredible athletes. I'd really like to see some new people on the ring floor. Would be cool. Hey, Iman, how are you, sweetheart? I'm feeling pretty lost on it. Oh, Spirit, what does Iman need to know about that? Now, things are still pretty upside down, so maybe not right now. Um, sometimes silence is golden. Don't be afraid. They will come around. I'm sure you'll hear from them this weekend as this long and stressful week is winding down into the weekend. Just because someone goes quiet doesn't mean that something's wrong. Okay? You're welcome. Don't forget to like the live. Oh yeah, I remember that guy. We were wondering where he was going with all that. I don't remember why he left WWE. It's been a while though. Gosh, this guy. This guy, this guy, this guy. Uh, I just remember many nights of just laughing, watching him getting his butt kicked. But he's a pretty good athlete still. Um, he's a trickster. Oh, really? The Hardy Boys. Wow. Okay. Let go. Okay. I wonder whatever happened to the other guy that was in the Shield. Like, remember it was Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, and then I don't remember the other guy's name. Oh, excuse me. But he was absolutely bad shit crazy. Pardon my French. I have not seen him come back in a very long time. Yeah, Dean Ambrose. Always wondered what happened to him. Hey Maria, how are you, sweetheart? I'm letting the phone charge. look at it now. It should be charged up a little. Yeah, pretty much everything that I had sent is everything that you needed to know at the time. I have sorted all my cards, so I don't even know right now what the cards were, I think. But yeah, everything that you needed to know was answered. I guess I just didn't clarify the questions very well. Um, let's see. The last few cards were that next best thing card. I hate that the phone kept dying. But as far as what was coming towards you guys, his thoughts, his feelings on the experience, he definitely wants to keep recreating nostalgic moments. I do think that the closer, well, I feel the closer it gets to holiday season, you guys will venture out into doing some different stuff other than what you're doing now, because it's, season's going to change. I see you guys like traveling more to go to actual parties, chariot, things like that. You got that chariot. More time for fun and less burdenous times because you got each other. That kind of stuff coming towards you. The Justice card. Both of you staying pretty balanced on the same path with your love story. For sure. It keeps telling me that my message is failing to send to you. Like, what? Let me see if one of the videos maybe didn't go through. Okay, it looks like they all went through. Advice, Spirit, for Maria, advice. Oh, wow, really? I hadn't heard yet. Thanks for telling me, Metal Rain. So, yeah, show me your original face, the face you had before your parents were born. That's about, staying true to what you want. Life is beautiful, life is meaningful. And reason to live juice. It's going to keep you off. It's going to keep you on the right path and keep you off, that hell train. And you know what hell train I'm talking about. That hell train, before, that you used to be on with that old love story and, wrapping things up with that quickly. Uh-oh. Oh, you're welcome, sweetheart. Thank you. It's going okay. It's kind of been slow. Um, Trying to fix some coding, and yeah, puppies are good. In fact, I'm probably gonna go to sleep soon because I gotta wake up and work early in the morning. When I get enough sleep. When they make that 25th hour. Oh, and they give me that 25th hour and that pain pill popsicle. I'm kidding. Pretty soon. Speaking of pain pills, I should probably take some aspirin and make some tea. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to make a cup of tea, and I will be right back. Looks like it's just us. Okay, Mama. There's something you think you might want to do? Come, Mama. we lay down with Ruby D? Yeah. Hey, Jack Mac, how are you, dear? I went to make a cup of tea. How have you been? Probably should have put a splash of milk in this. Yep, I should have. Hey, I'm back. Sorry about that. Hey, Pam, welcome back, honey. Welcome back, Metal Rain. I just had to go put a splash of almond milk in my tea. Hey, Veronica, it's nice to see you, girl. How are y'all? Happy almost Friday? Is it Friday yet? Almost, right? So good to see all of you. I made a cup of peppermint and chamomile tea to bring my own stress levels down. And it'll be here in about 3 hours. Gosh, I hope so. Hey, Lorraine, welcome to the chamming. Yes, Jack Mac. Cast magic teacup on you. Cast cool breezes on Metal Rain. Cast chill out on Veronica. Thanks, sweetheart. I actually have made a whole collection. Like there's the black one, and it has the cute little orange handle. And then I have a yellow one, and it's got a cute little black handle. I've got a green one, and it has a cute little handle. I couldn't find the cups I wanted, so I had them made. If you guys want to get the cups, I'll put them in my shop. I know you told me Star had her operation. How is she feeling today? Have you heard from her? Oh God. Oh my God. Did they please tell me they sent her home with did they not send her home with medication? With pain management? Well, sure, Lorraine, everything you need to know is in the pinned comment or the description. Poor sweet thing. I hope she feels better soon. That is terrifying to think of her plight right now. Did she come home? Do you know if she came home from surgery? Oh my God, like I see what you mean. Like she's had the hysterectomy, but the whole time maybe she's been on some pain management already, and whatever they've given her is not working. Spirit, Jack Mac wants to know if R was mad when Jack Mac messaged her. It depends on what reading you want, Crystal. Everything you need to know is in the pinned comment or in the description. Description's not too long to read. It's in there. Spirit, was R mad at Jack Mac when Jack Mac messaged? You're welcome, Lorraine. Lorraine. That was the name of the mom on Back to the Future. It's a pretty name. Yeah, she means well though, Jack Mac. That was the Six of Wands and the Eight of Swords. So they were mad, yes and no. This person, Jack Mac, might just be someone who they look for peace, but because they're looking for it everywhere, it's very chaotic. So sometimes they might not always respond properly or the way that people think they should, or might they might not be the best at responses. they do want to be friends. They do want to be good to others, but they're having a difficult time being good to themselves right now. Oh, sweet dreams, Maria. Thank you so much for talking to me, babe, and keeping me updated and choosing me to do your reading for you tonight. Do I look tired? I probably do. I've been typing a lot and editing, formatting a lot. And I'm not sure. I misplaced my glasses that protect my eyes from the blue screen, the blue light from the screen. So that your eyes don't get that way. Yeah, I'm always writing a book. Sweet dreams, Maria, when you get there. Sure, Dad. I want to see something weird. Freaking Dad wants to show me something weird.
You know the picture of me and you and Elizabeth? Because
Yeah.
I sent it to you and to Suzanne.
Good night, Frank and Dad. Spirit, what does Crystal need to know about this person coming home before Christmas? So just stay in the mind frame that they are. They'll be home. They're on their way home to you now. They'll be home soon, Crystal, okay? Let's see what Spirit needs you to know right now. See, doesn't that feel better being here now and that they're going to come home before Christmas? Or they're already on their way home to you? See, you gotta be serving what it is that you want, that outcome that you want. What does it look like? What does it feel like? Your feelings are just as valid as your imagination. It's not pretend. So Spirit says yes. They should be communicating with you soon. I'm going to go ahead and put some things in the chat. So yeah, keep thinking about what you want. It's either you believe in yourself or you don't. You believe in God or you don't. You believe in magic or you don't. You believe in what your existence is or you don't. It's like you got to serve what it is that you want, and not what the circumstances or the limiting beliefs say that you should. Okay, because that will get you nowhere. Pining over what could be when it's already yours. There's literally no one and nothing outside of you to give it to you. Much love to you too. Thanks so much for subscribing and coming back by the chat, the question, and liking the live. I appreciate it. Oh, your computer froze up. I hate when that happens. I notice that if I skip the ads too often, the YouTube will put my live on pause. Isn't that strange? So if I click the skip ads too much, it'll freeze the whole live. That is one thing I learned this week. So welcome back, Pam. You wish you'd met Star instead of Sarah. Yeah, I'm sorry about the ads. YouTube has gotten quite pushy on the ads. Yeah, I remember you saying that, Pam. Don't worry, things are going forward. I think I froze now. Here, things are going forward from here on out. Yeah, and I bet you she shows up that way to you because of how scary the whole situation with Sarah was for you. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you, Pam. Um, my mom almost named me Sarah, and then she named me Stormy instead when she got to know my personality and just the way that I am. We used to play this Let's Make It Rain game. And that was pretty fun. And I never knew if it was just by chance or if it was by, just cause like we could make it rain or even just a few sprinkles or whatever. Maybe it was the location we were in. I don't know. Like, have you guys ever done that? Like, ever uh, used your thoughts and feelings to change the weather, to change its course, or to influence it, or to be regular? That was such a cute card that you got the other night too. Yeah. She said Sarah would have been too quiet of a name for me. Well, Brian, of course you and Jeff will be friends again. If that's something that you really truly feel good about, dear, of course, of course. Let's see what Spirit needs you to know about that right now, Brian. Thanks so much for coming by and hanging out with us and being a subscriber. Spirit, what does Brian need to know? Brian Olivier. I hope I'm saying your name correctly. So yes, Brian. This Temperance card is showing you just some patience. Don't cry over the spilt milk. All I can do is clean it up and keep moving. But yes, the Temperance card is letting you know that you guys can certainly be friends again. Spirit, will Ileana text Metal Rain back? I know, Veronica, I flooded out Moscow about 3 times this summer, and there was a hurricane. Oh, sorry, Moscow. Yeah, I'm mostly just checking on Ileana and the cause. Of course, she's going to text back, but let's just see how she's doing. Yeah, she's trying to get her head straight. She does want help. I think still she is being a bit abrasive about herself asking for it in that Queen of Swords. She does want to be the best version of herself. Maybe more recently she's found the strength and courage in that Queen of Swords to ask. So we shall see. I think that Ileana will always be somebody that responds to you, Metal Rain, as long as you guys stay communicating. You know, you guys might not talk for a week, and then you might talk for a week, and then you might talk for 2 weeks, and maybe you don't talk for a couple of days, or maybe you don't talk for a couple months. But I think you guys will always kind of shift back and forth into each other's life for good, for good stuff, to help make what's bad to be better for sure. I just hope that she'll want to ask for help soon. I know, that's so much. She's making progress, even though she's as slow as a turtle. But you know what? I mean, look at the wisdom of the turtle. You know, one day at a time. You know, if I spent every hour, every week, every day, trying to help Travis, it would consume me, the pain and the sorrow and the, so one day at a time. Why would the super chats not be working? I don't know, honey. No one has said anything about the super chats having a problem. You can try super chat or super sticker. I'm not sure. I wasn't aware that there was a problem with the super thing. Let me go into the studio and look. Well, it looks like they're on. Yeah, I don't know, honey. Yeah, I don't know. All right, Pam. So you put in something and it's not showing, and I hit send to. Yeah, go ahead. There should be like a button or something. Is there not a button or something there when there's an issue like that? YouTube glitches. Yeah, the chat's working for Pam. It's the super chat button that's not working for Pam. Excuse me. And I can't imagine why it would be that way. Hold on, I'm gonna get Ruby. Something's going on with her. Ruby, come here, honey. Come on, baby. Come here, precious. Come here, mom. If it pops up, Pam, I will certainly let you know. I wonder if it has anything to do with the. 1 second. I'm going to turn off the AC. I'm not saying that my air conditioner has anything to do with your technical problems, but maybe my end of things is a little bit glitchy because of the air conditioner being on over there, which can happen. Beautiful, Ruby. You're turning all kinds of colors. Now you're blue. Now you're pink. Now you're yellow. Now you're green. Now you're blue again. Now you're purple. I went to clip her nails the other night and she flinched and almost got too much of the wick off. And oh, but she was such a brave little girl. Oh, there it is, Pam. I see it. It just went through, Pam. Are you there? It works. That's creepy. Damn, 3 times a charm. Okay, well, let's hope it doesn't charge you 3 times. I don't think it will, though. I'm going to pull some cards for you, though, if you'd like me to. If you have any specific questions, you can feel free to ask. Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much, Pam. I really appreciate you donating to Travis. That means a lot to me. All right, sweetheart. Are you sure? All right. Still going to split the deck for you. Rewritten history. Yep. Rewritten history. I feel like Spirit's saying you need to write a book, Pam. A new one. How much fun are you having on your mobility chair? I'm still so excited that you got that. You really deserve it. And if you haven't written a book yet, you should start. Oh, I love you too, Nose Goblin. So hopefully tomorrow I'll get the rest of this dog groomed. Now that her foot is feeling better. It was awful watching her run around and a Band-Aid on her foot, but the bleeding stopped pretty quick. It wasn't too bad. Inside is more problematic. Is it because the place is small and the chair's big? It's almost like you need a loft instead of a house or apartment. I say loft because sometimes those flats that they have like that are on the same, ground level. They've got the big doorways and they've got the big pre-open liminal space to have a chair like that to get around if you're disabled. The toggles are mighty touchy. If you sneeze there. Oh, no. Oh, my goodness. You lie. So I might be getting my own room soon, which will be super nice because I haven't had that kind of private space in a very, very, very long time. So I'm very excited about that. It's been so nice and peaceful around the house since the crazy neighbors moved out. Finally. So we took baby Gypsy for a walk around the block for the first time in her whole life outside of her baby buggy. She didn't do too well. She kept trying to want to go back the other way. And then once we got back to the house, because, we just went around the block, she was kind of like, how do we get back to the house without going backwards? It was kind of cute. Oh, good. You got an update from Star. How is she recovering from her hysterectomy? Well, thank you, Veronica, for your donation. I see that, sweetheart. Thank you, Veronica. Is that a vampire?
So all the animals alone.
Another big palmetto bug?
We buy that face
It's by the baby apple trees?
Yeah.
All right. Just relax. No having a meltdown like the last time, Frank and Dad.
Well, I don't kill it yet.
No killing it. I will happily remove it with the tube.
Yeah, go ahead and move it.
Where is it? Is it there now?
I saw it and I left.
Oh, good. Stay away from it, please.
Hi, Ninja.
Hey, Kelvin. Welcome back to the channel. Of course you'll meet someone new in love, Kelvin. Let me just go put the dog back on the couch. And she said she's having trouble taking care of the baby and that he's too much for her daughter to take care of on her own for a long time, and she also needs her to take care of her too. Oh my god. Oh my god. Sorry, I don't look closer so I can help. I'll be right back.
I'm gonna brush my teeth and get on my phones.
All right, Daddy.
I would like to post some pictures.
Yeah.
Elizabeth said.
Yeah.
But I lost it. It's not on the Facebook anymore.
Honey, it's going to be in the pigment. All right, I'm back. So sorry about that. Veronica, are you still there, dear? All right, awesome. What are your questions, sweetheart? Can I ask, what does my one in mind misses about me recently? Okay, yeah. Okay, Spirit, what do they miss about her recently? What do they miss about her recently, Spirit? Spirit, what does this person that Veronica's asking about? She wants to ask, what does the one in mind on Veronica's mind miss about Veronica? There's a song that somebody hears when it comes on the radio. This person might be older than you, or they like to listen to some kind of classic rock music or something. Maybe even secretly. Or maybe one of their parents likes classic rock and the song comes on and they think about you. I don't know why I'm getting this, Veronica, but I will definitely share the song with you, okay, sweetheart? I may have even shared the song with you before. They miss your good judgment on things. And this world card and this judgment card, they really do miss your judgment on the world, the way that you look at it, the way your outlook is on life. It's not often they see someone in their life or find someone like that. Spirit, how is this person feeling about Veronica recently? More recently, how's this person on Veronica's mind feeling about Veronica? So Empress and the Chariot, they're definitely feeling something sweet about you. You have a lot to offer them, and they would definitely like to eat that up. They're definitely on a path in their life. See how he's traveling? He's traveling. He's definitely on a path in his life where he's looking for this connection. This person believes that having a partner and having a stable foundation and a family is what really truly makes you. You better be nice to him. Wasn't for you, Veronica. That was for Ruby, because she was giving Rooney the stank eye. But yeah, what they miss the most about you is your good judgment. Something about your good judgment that leads them to feel like they make better choices in their life. Yeah, she wanted to sleep on top of the pillow that Rooney was sleeping under. So she got in his nose and got him out from under the pillow, and now she's on top of the pillow after bullying him out from under the pillow. And now she's licking his eyeballs. Is that funny or what? So this is something that she has started doing more recently. I don't understand it, but according to Google and YouTube and everything, it means that she's found some kind of newfound respect for him. I can't complain. So have they been making poor judgments without her lately, Spirit? What can the Love Tarot cards tell us about that tonight? Yes, Kelvin. Sorry about that. Yes, Kelvin, I was saying earlier that you definitely, absolutely, yes. Okay, sweetheart, don't forget to keep me updated about that, all right? If you would like me to get you a card, I will, but I'm in a paid reading right now, sweetheart, or I would have already gotten you a card. So just give me a moment. What are you doing, Franken Dad? All right. Spirit, Veronica just wants to know if this person has been making poor judgments lately without Veronica. Yes. It's okay, Kelvin. That's all right, sweetheart. Sometimes the ads are a bit aggressive, and I've been back and forth for a minute. I had to trying to catch a palmetto bug that's in my house. But yes, he's been making poor judgments that have been sunburning him in this sun card, Veronica. He's not putting himself first in the sideways star card. He's not picking up after himself or really excited about, what goes up must come down. He's not doing too well with self-love, self-care. He knows that, but he's definitely wanting to get more back on track, but once again, he's not sure about his conquest. Like he knows he wants to reconciliate or something with you. I mean, it's almost as if he's like ready to get in the car and come over there and see you or something like that. Like, but he doesn't want to be pushy. Sideways tower. He wants to stay in his power, but it kind of triggers him a little bit. But yeah, he's been definitely making poor decisions without you. What he misses the most is that good influence. Your good influence around him helps make him be a better version of himself. And even your good influence being around him, at any time has motivated him to transform into some version of himself that he has seen for himself, but maybe others haven't. Hey, private name, it's so good to see you. Welcome back, sweetheart. Yes, I still do free yes, no, maybe so, sometimes why kind of questions. Spirit, do you think he's kind of been there, done that, kind of gave up on life type kind of vibes? You would know him better than I would, but let's see what Spirit says. The cards. No, I feel like, well, yes, I feel like with this old story, yes. But, sometimes when the cards don't pop up, sometimes I'll see them in my mind, and I keep seeing the Death card in this deck. And it's quite a lovely card. It's like, so we got Emperor instead of the Death card, but I'll tell you, the Death card is quite a lovely card in this Love Tarot deck. It's like everybody wants to see him in order as the Emperor, that person that just has it together. But he wants to be more than that. Let me show you this Death card. He wants to be more than that kind of transformation. He wants to look good doing it, not just on the outside, but on the inside too. Where is that Death card? I just had it in my hand. Why are you hiding? What planet am I on? I mean, it was just right here. Here it is. So it's like, okay, it's like everybody expects him to be, Mr. Got it together. Perfect, got it together boy over here, Emperor. But he's got a little bit of a dark side, this guy or this person. I'm guessing it's a guy. He would rather wear all black and a top hat instead of all these rich velvets and colors that are vibrant. It's like there's a bit of a darker side to him. It's not negative. There might be something about even golf. goth culture. There might be something about goth culture that attracts this person, but maybe it's not typical of him to be attracted by people's thoughts. Like people wouldn't typically think that he is attracted to some kind of gothic culture, some kind of romanticism about the past. This person might even feel like, they were born at the wrong time, wrong place. They might even want to go back and experience that kind of traditional living, instead of this everybody's got to be, because the emperor's got it all. He's got it together. He's got everything in order. He's got no problems. He's financially straight. He's a wonderful guy. He takes care of his family, his friends, and he's expected to, and he expects to show up the best version of himself. But he's got a dark side that people don't expect of him to have. He'd rather be laid back, nice and easy with death and chill. Chill the Night Rider than, you know what I mean? Okay, that's good to know. Hey, private name. Let's go ahead and put anybody who has a question, just put it in the chat. That's a free yes or no, and I'll get to it when I'm done with Veronica's reading. But should we ask if there's anything that he could tell you right now? What would it be? Spirit, does Jacob still like private name? I make all my clothes if I can. If I'm going to buy something though, it's going to be from Heavy Red. You feel depressed tonight, honey? Oh, don't worry, you don't have to be alone. So, yes, your Jacob still likes you a lot. Okay, in that Empress card. Spirit, what does Veronica need to know? Does this person on Veronica's mind feel like they cannot accept that darkness? Does he? Oh wait. So does the person on Veronica's mind feel like he can't accept that darkness about himself? What does she need to know about that? Yeah, and he's afraid of the judgment. He's afraid of the judgment from people who might not be like into that. The reverse judgment. So it's not him. He wants to be his true, authentic self in this Justice card. He just is not sure. He might still be locked up in that people-pleasing stage in his mind and feelings. Veronica, let me get this song for you. This is a old classic rock song. You know what I always loved about classic rock and even new rock? There's just something about it that like still has that You know, it's like this modern, advanced Victorian look to it. Like everybody with the long hair and the whole vibe. So I hope that you like this song. I don't know. It just started playing in my mind. I feel like I feel like this person that's been on your mind tonight, Veronica, maybe they hang around somebody who likes classic rock a lot. Maybe it's their mom, maybe it's their dad. Maybe it's just came on the radio and the first thing they thought about was you. So I'm just going to give you a live version because live is always better than, let me just make sure it's the right song, love. Yes, I'll ask in one moment, sweetheart. All right, it is the right song. Spirit, you know, I was just going to ask you, Veronica, is this the one that I was talking about with you the other day, that he's got some kind of kink that he's might be hiding? Maybe he likes to role play as a vampire or werewolf. Spirit, does he want to be a vampire? Does he want to be a vampire? All right, Pam. Thank you so much for coming by. I'll definitely put you in the prayer for tonight. But yes, Veronica, he wants to role play being a vampire. He wants to make that offering. Or he wants to be a vampire. I'll be right back. Won't be long. I just gotta get something to drink. Pam, it was so good to see you, sweetheart. Please be safe and no running into walls, okay? I'm back. Kelvin, I don't know if you're still there or not, but let's go ahead and get your question in. Spirit, will Kelvin find new love? Spirit, will Kelvin find new love? Gosh, I love Phantom of the Opera. I know all of those lyrics and notes by heart. And I can sing it too. I can sing that whole score. Spirit, what does Kelvin need to know about this new love? I'm actually, gosh, Travis, why are you in the gulag? I actually, Travis and I are both singers, so, and I was going to record that song with him. And then they took him away. So I don't know if I want to wait till he comes home to do that song, or if I still want to keep looking for a singer to cover that song with me. So yes. And it will be love at first sight, Kelvin, in this judgment card. Empress is the energy behind it. She might be a mom, or you might meet this person through a mom, or mama figure, or a sister, or a good friend. Well, I'm sorry that someone as low as Travis Scott ruined the name for you, but I feel really bad that my friend Travis was taken hostage by the Russians. It sucks. I do not call him Travis, actually, but everybody else does. His full name is Michael Travis Leake. Well, don't worry, honey. It's not a big deal. Here, I'm going to give you guys something real quick. I don't know if I've linked you guys into this yet, but finally, after so much fucking, pardon my French, YouTube, there's some truth in the media. So hopefully we'll start getting more information soon about what is going on with my friend and his plight in Russia. But that's right there. Some more recent news about um, Travis, what's happening with him, and the Americans they did bring home 2 weeks ago. The zoo in Dallas. I don't want to check out any zoos. That's scary. That freaks me out to think about it. When I was a little girl, I guess I didn't really understand what windows were, and there was like this big, like gigantic gorilla, and it scared the shit out of me. Pardon my French, and I just could never go back. I was just traumatized for the rest of my life. Yeah, you know what's really crazy about my friend Travis' private name is that he looks just like Oscar Wilde, and they're born on the same fucking day. How terrifying is that? I'll be right back. I just have to get my drink. I agree. It is sad, the care that they have. I had a good friend who was in Desert Storm. He was born 6'6", 66. Man, that guy could play poker. He'd play you and drink you under the table. But he was in one of those big tanks. Watched a bunch of his friends get killed. He was just never the same. He was in our music scene. I mean, I was just a kid when I came into that whole music scene, but he lost his leg, and he eventually ended up committing suicide, which was very difficult for me because I don't know why he did that, but it was very difficult for me. And then his best friend ended up stroking out because of it, and man, he was an incredible artist and musician. I'll hook you into their music. This video is really old. Man, did I give Veronica her song? Is she still there? Yeah, I just posted a video of this music. Veronica, are you still there, sweetheart? Okay, let me get you your song. Something about this song recently, this person who was on your mind tonight that we did the reading about, heard this song, and I feel like they have thought about you before when they've heard this song. Or there's something about the element of the message in that song that... Kelvin, there's 100 ways you can appreciate your country instead of joining the military. Honey, we've been in revolution for years. It's here. It's here. Jimi Hendrix started singing about it. The music is a huge part of it. Ruby Doo. Yeah, it is old rock. Hi, Chris the Fish, and hello, Raymond. How are you? Welcome back to the Chammy. Yeah, we do free yes or no's. Everything you need to know is in the description and in the pinned comment. I got a lot of good military friends. One of my best friends, she's a veteran. She's very young and very sassy. And a lot of fun. Okay. Yes, there are different grades of jobs you can do. You don't always have to be on the battlefield to be a veteran or to work for the Army and do your part and help out. There's so many different things to do other than be on the battlefield or be in front lines or... a friend of mine is a sergeant. Well, let me turn that off. So sorry about that. Oh, so baby. So yeah, just put your question in the chat. I do free yes, no, maybe so, sometimes why kind of free questions. Change your mindset. It doesn't always have to be so difficult, Chris, I promise. The more that you hold on to the idea of the negative energy trying to bring you down, it's like somebody who's always looking for peace. It's like it will just cause more chaos. The more you're looking for what you want, the more things will be put on pause regarding it coming towards you. Just expect what's good to show up. Just try it for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, an hour. Take it an hour at a time if you have to, Chris. A day at a time if you have to. And don't put yourself on the naughty step for it either. I mean, you probably haven't done anything wrong. It's just your thoughts create. Sweet baby girl, I love you. You want that from the couch? Mm-hmm. I'm going to put her on the couch. Okay, sweetheart. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I really do. I've been working on a lot of like typing stuff recently. I got so sick of paying all this money to have a website, and I found a reason to get rid of it because they make you a lot of promises. So you're paying for your hosting and your hosting of your website, blah 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 blah, and you get all this stuff that you never use or that never does you any good. I mean, so I found a place where I could actually put some things together for people to actually go to so they can just be in one place online. You want to check out my music, here it is. You want a tarot card reading, here it is. You want life mentor coaching, here it is. You want to check out my shop, here it is. You want to check out my books, here it is. Here's my art, things like that. And I didn't have the website for so long, and I just got to the point where it's like, you know what, I'm just gonna put it back together. I found a place where I can host for free, and it's been a lot of fun to put that together. Wix didn't really have anything available that worked well for musicians, so I got rid of that a long time ago, and some other website I had. But I was like, what's the point? What's the point of throwing away like my old blog? I might as well just start it up again. I know they have that Linktree thing, and Linktree is great, but it's like it floods a place where you put all your social media. So it's just too much. It's like, here's just a couple of links. I feel like somebody like me who's ADHD, I don't want to go through all those links. I personally would want to just go to one place and see where everything would be in regards to an artist. If I went to a couple social media pages, fine, but so I've been having a lot of fun with that. And I found some old blogs that like I wrote about bugs and moths and butterflies I found or met on my journey in life. So I look forward to sharing that with you guys. By your wardrobe. Well, it's funny you say that, Chris, because I'm looking forward to like sharing some of my favorite like clothing designers, where you can get those clothes at. Some of my favorite dresses I've gotten on different websites, that maybe different outfits and just different things I've used that I think y'all would appreciate. And link, I'm going to link y'all into that kind of stuff, so that you want to know what the best tarot card deck is that I've used, to the best candles, to some of the most fun things I've found to wear online that are surprisingly made well, but don't cost that much. I showed my friend my wardrobe the other day. I was like, I usually only use this stuff for stage, or if I'm like doing my YouTube shows, but I've been thinking about actually selling all of it so I could just buy a whole new. Buy me a wardrobe. You got too big for your wardrobe. Yeah, I've been their private name. I've gone from size 0 to size what the fudge and back. Although I don't think I want to go back to size 0. I'll try a size 8 on for size, or 6. I'll go back to 6. Right now I'm a 12. I really look forward to getting back in a 10. I was misdiagnosed with hypothyroidism. So they put me on Synthroid, which I didn't have it. I was misdiagnosed. So it kind of messed up my heart and kind of messed up my body a little bit. But I ended up finding a doctor who saved my life and was able to reverse all that crap. My doctor's a holistic doctor, so we used some different unconventional methods. I didn't want to have to be on diet pills. I didn't want to have to get any surgery. I wanted to, lose the weight as natural as possible. Thank you, Veronica, for your donation. I appreciate that. And I was on the HCG diet for a long time, and as dangerous as they say it is, it really helped me to cope and deal with my eating disorder a lot better. Because, when you have ADHD, you either eat too much or you don't eat at all. So I was able to get in control of that and go from being like, I'm only 5'4" and I have a very petite frame. So I was probably, I think I was at my heaviest. I was 278. Now I'm 5'4". I'm proud to say I'm 195 with 21% body fat. Most of it is muscle. I still feel like I could probably lose another 30, 40 pounds. It would maybe help me feel a little bit better with my chronic pain, but I'm not afraid to talk weight. I'm really not. So I don't know if they do HCG diet anymore, or if there's any doctors that do that kind of treatment, but it helped me a lot in a time in my life where I needed to reduce my weight quickly to save my life, instead of like getting a sleeve or going under the knife, which I find to be a bit abrasive. Oh, and so I'm sure you still have a beautiful body. Veronica, what are your questions, sweetheart? Oh, no, Chris the fish. That would cost you too much money. Anyways, once you've seen a Greek statue, you've seen every Greek person naked. So, hey, Jessie Cakes, how are you, sweetheart? Um, hey, now, there's nothing wrong with temples. Temples are adorable. Kelvin, thanks for reading, Stormy. When you mentioned the woman would have motherly energy, it confirmed what the other readers that did a reading for me on the here said. Oh, that's so wonderful, Kelvin. I'm so glad to hear that. And remember, it's your love story to write. So have fun writing it. Keep me updated. I'm here for you. But yes, Jesse, you can ask a yes or no question. I'm just doing a reading for Veronica. Yeah, sure. You can definitely get that. So, Spirit, she wants to get some details on there, on this person on her mind's role-playing scenarios that they had in mind with Veronica, since they want to be a gothic creature. What does she need to know about that? Okay, ad showed up. Okay, don't worry. I'm asking the cards. Yeah, definitely. We're going back into nature again. Got that world card showing you their dedication to show you a good time. Uh, they feel incredibly bashful, though, about the way they feel. They don't even know where it would go at this point. They imagine you somewhat dressed like Little Red Riding Hood. It's almost like it's we've got this red robe again. What is up with that? It's definitely wants dominance in this role play scenario. Wants to definitely be the one in control. Definitely a lot of playfulness in this. You've got this beautiful Queen of Pentacles pretty much showing you that it seems, despite how bashful they are, like, whoa, it seems they're at your feet with this. You could pretty much ask them and they would be up for it. Anything. Oh, yeah. So you've got the Star card, and you've got that Devil, Lovers. There's that red robe again. Do you see where this is going? Got that Moon card. It's almost the full moon. Are you supposed to see this person anytime soon? But yes, they how many times have we gotten this little Red Riding Hood energy? This little Red Riding Robe red energy. Red robe. There, now it's off. It's on, it's off, and he's at your feet. You are his queen. In his mind, in his thoughts, and his feelings. He might spend time with other women, but really, he really wants to be playful with you. His happiness is through fulfilling that fantasy, of that beauty and that beast energy, that Little Red Riding Hood fantasy. Yeah. Well, yeah, it's interesting that you say innocence, because you can see the look of love on their faces. You can see the innocence in this card. Well, it's interesting that you say that. Just beasts in general. I think that passion and desire, which is a life force energy you can't get rid of, comes in many forms. You see the wolves there under the moonlight. But I love the ending where they surrender to each other, and at the end of the day, it didn't matter what they were, because they loved one another truly, madly, and deeply. And I feel that you can have this with this person. I think that they would, once again, they're at your feet. What are you waiting for? Call them today and get your foot in their mouth. And take their foot out of their mouth and put your foot there. I mean, look at him here. He wants to hold. He's shot through the heart. Wants to hold your hand. Wants to motorboat you. He's at your feet. It all makes him feel embarrassed and bashful. It's a bit conflictive. It's a bit hot. Would you even let him, take control over that? Take control, lead control, have the lead. Would you want to even have this kind of joy and happiness? With great playfulness and communication and expressing yourself, the nature of yourself, the true nature of what it is that is the mystery that lies within you. This love story has a lot of potential with this person, romantically, sexually. I just think that at the end of the day, the only thing really putting anything on pause is like what the first reading said, is this person is not sure if others would be so accepting of but they also don't care. They just want to have fun, and they want to have a good life, and they want to experience something special with you for sure, no matter where life takes you guys, even if it's just one night. Although I pretty much am sure it's not going to be just one night. It's distance so far. Distance. Yeah, and you don't want to let the distance, though, become a limiting belief. Because even if you're unable to be here now physically face to face, there are so many other options to, bashful of it. But there's other ways to go about connecting with somebody without having to go that way where and we can always talk about it in an email. It doesn't always have to be phone X. But yeah, Valeria, you can ask a yes or no question. Jessica, does Joe hold any significance to you overall, or is he a distraction? Does this Joe person hold any significance to Jessica? Yes, they do. Jessica, if you're there, you guys are supposed to be spending a life cycle together. This person, Joe, is definitely some kind of significance for you in that Wheel of Fortune and that Fool card. Yes. They could be feeling like a distraction, but you guys are supposed to share something special in this life cycle together. I don't do baby questions. Okay, Spirit. Will Jose ask Valeria on a date this week? What does she need to know about that, Spirit? Have you told him that you miss him? You should tell him. It's been months. Oh. Spirit, is Jose gonna ask Valeria out on a date? Oh yeah, Jessica. He's always liked you too, honey. Yes, they do very much want to ask you out on a date, Valeria. So Spirit says with this card, start getting it together. What would you wear? How would you do your hair? How would you do your makeup? What would you do with your nails? What kind of shoes would you wear? Where would you go? What would it be like? And how would it change your connection? Because it's going to happen. He will ask you out at some point. And if he doesn't ask you out, you better ask him out, or I'm going to ask him out for you. Don't forget to like the live, please. Thanks so much for your subscription, y'all, and coming by tonight and hanging out. I really do appreciate it. It's okay to be respectful. I mean, like, I got something really important to tell somebody I love very, very much. And I don't know how they're gonna react to it. Like, I don't know how they're gonna react to it, but I just know I can't live with myself unless I tell them. I can't go on hiding it from them anymore. They must know the truth. And the only reason I've hidden it from them is because how do you tell someone that you love, that someone they love too hurt you, you know? Well, I just solved it by not doing anything about it at all. And I don't want that on my shoulders anymore. I'll feel a whole lot better about my life, and I'm proud of myself that I found the courage and the strength to even consider telling them by looking them in the eye, face to face. I mean, there's so many fun ways for you guys to go on dates online, do things that are special online, spend time together online, have sexy time together online. That doesn't have to be sexting. It doesn't have to be phone sex. I mean, you guys could just watch sexy movies together and talk, see where it goes. You guys could always, get a Lush and share it. You could get a Mr. Octopus. I don't know. These are just things I'm thinking about. Spirit, how does he feel about there being no communication so far? Like, is he anxious too to talk to her? No, I understand. I understand. Interesting. Hierophant card. So, yeah, he is feeling a little bit. He is feeling some anxiety about any kind of communication that's not traditional. Like, he doesn't want anything with too much mystery or confusion. So he would probably be up for definitely hearing from you. I don't think there's anything in that card that's showing that it would trigger him to talk to you. Sweet Dreams private name. Thanks so much for coming by and hanging out and checking in on us, and come back when you can and hang out. You're welcome, Valeria. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming by tonight. It's been awesome. Yeah, that's how I feel too about my situation, Veronica. I've got something important to tell somebody I love. Many people have said, well, maybe you should tell them in a DM or write them a message on a comment or just tell him now. Well, no, I want to be respectful about it. I'm not trying to hurt nobody or upset anybody or defame anyone or ruin anybody's day. Um, and I want to be respectful to my friend when I tell my friend what I have to tell them, because they deserve my respect. And I know that they respect me as well. And they'll probably, I don't know what they'll do, but I feel like they'll have more respect for me too. Telling them in front of them. Yeah. It's just the kind of person I am. I'm okay, Jessica. I can't wait to get in the shower. I'm going to go take a shower in a minute. And probably finish up working on my website. And I don't know. It's 1:40. Maybe I'll just go to the shower and go to the bed or the couch. So what kind of drama do you think might happen? Ooh. Oh, hold on. Let me turn that off. I think I'm just going to turn that thing off altogether. Nothing for hours. Excuse me. Like, are you afraid that you're going to cause an argument between you guys or something? Or is there someone else in the picture? Or maybe you're worrying that there might be someone else in the picture. Oh, it's not that. I don't want to. I think I'm worried that people will say I stole him or something. That's so cute. Hide your men, ladies, and your husbands, because I'm going to steal them. And I'm going to steal this one for her, too. You know, it's a very valid reason to be feeling that way. But you know what? It doesn't serve you. It does not serve you or what you want at the end of the day. Let it go. Because the more you worry about that, the more someone's going to steal him away from you. And then you're going to be in this shit story where you someday got something to tell him and you can't tell him because it's the love of your life, and you got something to tell him that might hurt him because it's about somebody they love too. Just don't do that to yourself. It's not worth it. I've been there. I got the t-shirt in the closet. I'm trying to take it off every day and put a new one on. Promise you. You can't worry about this shit. If your man had 15 people that said you stole him or something, it would not matter. You know why? Because at the end of the day, he's still your man. If Bob had 15 baby mama zebra wives and they had 20 zonkies, it wouldn't matter, because at the end of the day, Bob is still my man. Do you see what I mean? You either believe in God or you don't. You either believe in yourself or you don't. He's either your man or not your man. It's either nobody gives a fuck that you stole him away and you guys flew off to Never Never Land, or it's always going to be, I'm worried what people will say. I'm worried what people will say. I'm worried what, if I worried about what people would say all the time, I'd cry all day long. All I did was cry all day long today. I hope that makes some of you assholes who troll me feel better. Thanks. But, yeah, it's your anxiety of the fear of being looked at in a way that you don't want to, maybe you don't want to, you know what I mean? It's like, I wrote this letter to somebody this week, and I was telling them, I was responding to a letter they wrote, and I was saying, think about an apple. It's not the same as having an apple when you think about one, but you can, but if you think about it, you can almost taste it. You can almost imagine what it's like to smell it, to cut it open and put it in your mouth or bite into it or whatever. A nice crispy juice apple. But having that apple is not the same as maybe thinking about it. If you were outside on a cold night and it was freezing and I walked up to you with a picture of a digital flame, it would not warm you at the end of the day. Thank you, Jessica. Hopefully soon here I'll be able to get all the stuff I need to do my hair for fall. I'm pretty excited about it. I have this curling iron that I won from Glam Seamless not too long ago, and it's great, but it takes 45 minutes to do my hair, and I cannot be standing in front of I can't even stand in front of a mirror for 5 minutes and put eyeliner on. I can't keep doing that hair thing. So I have naturally curly hair, but it's like with all the stuff in it right now that I use to protect my hair from heat, it's completely weighed down. I'm thinking of trying those curlers, those sponge curlers, because I like those 19, 20, 30, 40, 50 hairstyles. I like those golden age, like Hollywood hairstyles, like kind of hairstyle like Rita Hayworth or something. The dating market is trash. We got to fix it. We got to fix it by having, we got to fix it by having more organic get-togethers, face-to-face or online, inviting our friends to come meet each other. I mean, look at what happened with Livin' La Vida Laura and Leavin' La Vida Loco. They met each other here in the chat and got married, almost, practically. I mean, I can't believe I just said that, but I think they're going to get married. Oh my God, I'm going to have to text her and ask. But yeah, they are so in love and have really found something special. But, you know, they met here because I have get-togethers. So could you imagine if we were having get-togethers, all of us as friends face-to-face, even if it was like on Zoom or something like that, where we like had get-togethers, like, here's having a gin tasting party or something, and Veronica brings her friends, maybe Private Name brings their friends, maybe, and people meet like that online or even together offline. Oh, I understand, Veronica. I really do. It's interesting when somebody has feelings for you, and it's like that, like what you were just saying, like the secret feelings undercover, and can be a difficult journey. I will be right back. Give me 1 second. I'm back. Yes, it can very much become playing like chess. So one thing to remember is that, I'm not sure how old you are, and I'm not asking you to convey that, but no matter how old we get, no matter what our age is, it's important to reduce stress, because stress is going to be the one thing that puts a lot of the stuff that we want to manifest on pause. So it's important to unwind and unplug at night before bed. Stop yourself and think, am I to the point where I could just get in bed and fall asleep, or do I feel like I'm going to be able to be cognizant for a little bit before, and think, have those thoughts, have those feelings, where you want to be with that person instead of where you don't want to be. That's all you got to do. You don't have to think about it all day. You don't have to think about it all afternoon. You have 75,000 thoughts a day. And the best part is that you have the choice to pick and choose which ones you want to dwell on, that will lead you to the state you want to be in. If I sit around all day and I worry about the connection I have with somebody not working out the way that I want it to work out, it's not much of a connection. And it starts to become mundane and boring. Whereas it starts to become exciting again when you start to remember how yummy the person makes you feel about yourself and how yummy you feel about the person. And then you start thinking about just you guys, not thinking about all the other crap, because it doesn't serve you. Who cares what people say? Oh yeah, people will say what they want to say. Let them say it. The worst thing that people can say about you contains some truth about them. I mean, I know for a fact that I'm not going to get into my cool car and snake down to any arenas or nightclubs or places anywhere of any kind to chase anyone down, to tell them anything. I'm not going to break my finger to call them or text something to them. If something triggers me, if something doesn't feel right, I'm not going to do it. Because first of all, I know that my person, my friends, the people that care about me, they would never want me to do something that would feel uncomfortable, no matter how much I love or care about them, or no matter how much they love or care about me. Do you see what I'm saying? So this person doesn't want you to stress, and they don't want you to feel like you're going to be taking them away from anything or anyone. Because the only place your guys are going to go is sailing, okay, to a place where you want to be. And the stress and overthinking it, it's like, no. All you got, okay, so I'm going to go back to Neville Goddard's story about his divorce, since I know there's a couple of people that watch this show that are going through divorces, want to get a divorce, or have been through a divorce, or had a partner pass away, or maybe broke up from boyfriend, girlfriend, or whatever. Maybe you're married and you're unhappily married or something, and you watch this show. But at the end of the day, whoever it is that you truly, honestly feel that cosmic connection with, or that, you're feeling something, and it's magical, or it's filling you with something that other things are not filling you. Don't be afraid to sit with it. But also don't start killing it before it started to grow, with what everyone else is going to say, or how they're going to feel, or what they're going to do, because they don't have to live in your shoes. They don't have to walk in your path. They aren't going to go into the same hole as you when you die. I mean, maybe they will, but everything's on loan. So, Neville Goddard teaches us about his divorce. He wanted to get a divorce. At that time, divorce was unheard of. Okay, people just didn't get divorces. Okay, so he ended up separating himself from said wife and moved into a hotel. Okay, typical, whatever. They continued to communicate. Good night, Frank and Dad. I love you. Okay, I will. All right. Okay. Let me think. Where was I? Okay, Frank and Dad came in the room. Where was I, dear? I was going somewhere. We're almost on a 3-hour tour here with this tea party. Okay, so putting things on pause. Is that what I was talking about? What was I talking about, dear? I can't go back and watch it. Or maybe I can. Hold on. Let's go back and watch it. Things on pause. Is that what I was talking about? We're almost on a 3-hour tour here. Okay, typical, whatever. They continued to communicate. Oh yeah, I was telling you the Neville Goddard story. So right on, they'd separate whatever he moves to a hotel. And he tries to not worry about the fact that he wants a divorce. She does not want the divorce. Um, you know, time goes by. They're living as husband and wife, but separately. She won't give him the divorce. So what he would do is he would just think about the woman he did want to be married to instead. He knew that it would upset people, that he left and went and got his own place outside of the home. But it's just at the end of the day, they just stayed married even though he lived in that apartment. But what he would do at night, instead of worrying about all the details of how it would proceed, he just stayed in the knowing that he was truly married to somebody else that he had truly wanted to, that he met and he wanted to be married to and knew he should have married her. And then he said it took about 2 weeks. And I guess the police came to his hotel room, or a detective or something, or gave him mail or something, said, you got to come down to the court on blah, 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 to, speak for your wife, because she was found shoplifting. So he was like, oh, crap. So he went down to the courthouse and put in a good word for her and said, some people sometimes make mistakes, blah, blah, blah. So that made the judge decide to go a little bit more lenient on her. She was thankful for it. She's like, I'm really grateful for you sticking up for me. I'm going to, give you your divorce. He said he, when he stopped worrying about it and started focusing and serving what he wanted, it turned everything around for him. Well, how can you make it calm? By focusing more on things that don't trigger you, and practicing more gratitude for finding that which helps you to be more calm. Thinking that you can't make it easier is the biggest roadblock. So just throw that out the window. It doesn't serve you. Okay. See, it's just like I've had to focus more on, what I got to pick and choose my battles. Is it going to be, drowning in a river of tears over my friend in the gulag, or is it going to be my cute dimples today? Well, I'll probably pick the drowning in a river of tears, and try to do something proactive to help him and his mom on that particular day, instead of thinking about, 247, 365, 7 days a week torture that somebody I care about and love is experiencing. Yeah, we all are just human at the end of the day. So that was pretty cool what Neville Goddard did. I mean, I think people have changed very much in the last 100 years. I feel like, internet has changed us. Social media has changed us. Thanks, Jessica. I appreciate you thinking about them. Here, let me give you this video. It's an update on this case. I'm not sure if I've given it to you yet, honey. Oh, you're welcome, Chris the Fish. So yeah, Veronica, before you go to bed tonight, you guys, just go to bed as if you have what you want. Chris the Fish wants it to be a calm sea. Veronica wants to be in the arms of her, shape-shifting vampire boyfriend. Jessica Cakes wants to be in the arms of her beloved as well. So, just let your imagination, which God gave you to create. Stop trying to find the peace when you are the peace. Well, I've been through a lot, so it's easy to find myself in all y'all's stories too. And I think that we find each other in each other's stories as well. Do you think that, Veronica, that you started trying to find yourself before 7 years old? I feel at a very young age that some people experience that, but maybe they don't talk about it a lot. But I like to talk about it, and I feel like I feel like it all started back then, and I feel like it all starts for a lot of us back then because we're in a different frame of mind at the age of 7 and under. Like, we're already going to be everything we're already going to be by the age of 7. Isn't that interesting? So when you start to get anxious, maybe go back to your key, your inner chi, like the key, the center of your being, and start sitting with what kind of gifts maybe you remember you had at that age that you thought you had. Like, I definitely knew mine was I could walk into a room and feel what others were feeling, but I couldn't hear, so I had to perceive everything through sight, touch, smell, taste, and just whatever I could to perceive what was happening around me because I couldn't hear. Yeah, me too, man. Me too. I mean, I think I slept in a tent till I was 12, but it was like in the house. I would make forts and tents out of just anything. My parents would come home. They're like, "We just had the maid here. The whole house is a tent again." So it was funny when they actually took me to see what a real fort was. I was surprised. Interesting. Yeah, and music is very highly vibrational. I mean, you don't have to even, you can be deaf and still feel it, for sure. Now I can hear. It's much better. So I was able to put all the pieces together, but I feel like that was something that happened to me in my life that accentuated the whatever gift it is that I feel we all have these same gifts. The same person that comes in and asks me to do a free yes or no, or even do a tarot card reading for them, they have the same gifts. It's just about how or whether or not we've taken the time to develop them. And I'm by no means saying that I know it all or feel it all around and know it all because I felt it all around, but because I still feel like I've only been halfway around the block and back. Toxic energy, it just kind of bounces off my sarcasm and goes and I think that comes with being on that strict mental diet. Like, you might cry all day, but it still is empowering because at least you can have the courage and the strength to release what it is that we're given tear ducts for, which is to cry, whether it's happy tears or it's sad tears. You can feel certain people are not aligned. Yeah, I understand. Yeah. I think the more that we practice reacting less, reacting, not reacting to, like, don't react to what you don't like about them, and even less to what you do. Like, uh, my dad will see a bug and he wants to kill it, and I'll be like, no, don't kill it, Dad. It's too much energy. You're just wasting too much energy. You're getting freaked out and upset about nothing. Or he'll want to recycle a glass jar a certain way, which we're not, like, they have certain rules. I don't know about where you live, but recycling, you have to recycle properly or, you'll get in trouble. So he wants to recycle a glass jar in a plastic bag and just put it like that in the recycle bin. I'm like, Dad, you can't do that. And then he'll just get so upset because he doesn't understand that it's going to be safe. I had to explain to him it's going to be safer putting it in the paper, wrapping it with tape, and writing glass on it so that people who are recycling know what it is, even if it breaks. I guess he was worried that if it was in he was worried that if it was in paper, what if it broke and then cut the glass and then cut a person? He thought if it was in plastic, it would be better. I'm like, no. That's why you put the tape around it. But I don't want to waste the tape. I'm like, oh. So there are some people that expend a lot of energy, and because of how fast times have become, from fast food to quickly being able to search the internet, to quickly being able to push a button and your house is smart, your car is smart, your dog is smarter, and it can all become very overwhelming, and people are in very much of a hurry, and they might not even realize they're giving off toxic energy. I mean, some people come in here and they're like, what do the cards say for me? And I just want to say that you need a psychiatrist, but I don't, because that's not my, that's not my call to give, and that's what I mean by my sarcasm, toxic energy bouncing off my sarcasm, and that toxic energy going on. Bang, 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 bang. Because I would never admittedly say something that rude to somebody. I would only say it as a joke or sarcastically. But I also feel like not enough people have that dark sense of humor to really understand it either, Veronica. So, I keep it to myself. I can't help it. I've got great tits, and my opinions are often correct. Yeah. I mean, everybody wants to be Wednesday Addams when they grow up, but then they really start thinking about it, and they ain't too sure. Then it actually happens to some of us, and we're still not sure. God, the weirdest thing happened today. All the lights were flickering, and I know they're working on the apartment downstairs, but it hadn't been like that in a long time. And it was almost as if they were playing. It's almost as if they were playing the lights, or the spirits were dimming each light to whatever song I was listening to. I was like, yeah, this is turning into a charade. I'm leaving. I went for a walk. Stand intently at you. Interesting. I don't know. I find it to be the normies that are off the wall these days. Gotta get my hair out of my face. Yeah. Yeah. Kind of like being the door girl at Guitar Center. I don't even know if they have that job available anymore, but I sometimes uh, I sometimes laugh at myself because the way I read some of the cards about pregnancy. I know this is a deck that's like doesn't have a Two of Swords, but I was quite shocked that I was reading this card this way without really understanding the historical meaning when I was first starting to learn to read. And the one thing, one thing that made me get back into my tarot card readings is the person I did like my first tarot card reading on came back like 20 years later and was like, that tarot card reading you gave me on Christmas Day came true. And I was like, oh, I better get back into this. So I got back into it for fun. Harmless prank. Like a lot of people think this card, Seven of Swords, is about being sneaky. Okay, yeah, all right, whatever. I also feel this card, depending on other cards around it, though, can also mean turning your back on something and going with the flow. Taking what's rightfully yours, your feelings, your emotions, into hand, and turning your back on what doesn't serve you. Even if you've got to sneak away, even if you've got to get on that bus and no one ever sees you again, I've done it. Of course, I reconnected with all the people I left again eventually. But so here's another card that, like, I feel like this is very much about being stuck. But I also, even though that's a very negative connotation, I feel like that blindfold, like love is blind. You'll stay stuck with someone despite how unhappy you are because you love them. Love is blind. But the pregnancy card, which I'm looking for that Two of Swords here. Where is it? It's not here. I don't see it. Anyways, it has a woman standing on it, and she's also blindfolded, and she's crossed by two swords. That's about being on a crossroad in your life. Very much like even being on a chessboard and you're playing chess. And you've got to decide, how are you going to fill in the blanks here so that you can win. But I learned that the more that I was chasing winning anything, the more I lost. The more I looked for peace, the more I found chaos. The more I reacted to that which didn't serve me. Here she is. So I would read this as pregnancy because, you see she's blindfolded and she's got this ebb and flow of the shore at her feet. Our lives, our souls, our solar system, everything is pulled by the ebb and the flow of the ocean. It's sickening. It's strange. It's chaotic. It's you've got to make a choice now and fill in the blanks. It's your choice. So that's what started making me even think about that card relating to pregnancy, but it used to be historically about pregnancy as well. So I'll get that card for people, and it really shows me the ideas stirring in their head with the ideas that they're pregnant with, that they're feeling, and manifesting vampire kids. Or a lot of Halloweens with kids dressed up like vampires. Wow, 10 likes tonight and a 3-hour tour. I should probably get to bed. And I'll email you, okay, some ideas. I mean, who knows? I mean, I know you said this person travels a lot, but anything is possible. Let's see what we need to know about our love lives tonight and in the not too distant future, Spirit. What do we all need to know? For anyone and everyone who maybe came by tonight, hung out with us, made a donation, didn't make a donation, got a reading, didn't get a reading, just came to hang out. Yep, I need to sleep for work, so I got to be up early again for work. There's a lot going on, which is probably why I look sleepy a lot in the evening when I get online. I'm going to try to get online earlier. I don't know if that makes any sense, but Spirit, what do we need to know about our love lives tonight and in the not too distant future? Children. Children are a factor in our love lives. Getting to know each other. As we all reveal ourselves to each other, our bond deepens. And this children card could have a lot to do with me talking about going back to that time in our lives when we were children. What special powers did we think we had or felt we had? And sitting with it for a little while. Channeling that innocence in your childhood back to where you are now. This could be the one. Okay. You've already met the love interest that you'd like to have in your life. Chemistry. There is a strong magnetic attraction here in this chat with you people and your specific person. Let's see what these other two cards are. I know they're face down, but heart-to-heart conversations and calling in your soulmates. I'm pretty sure we've all met before in a past life. So honestly, discuss your feelings and your prayers, your affirmations, your thoughts, your feelings are calling in your soulmates, calling in those who are meant for you. So yeah, focus on what you want, not what you don't want, is going to be the first step. Enjoying the calmness of the feeling of sitting with that feeling. I'm just sending out a prayer for all you guys tonight. Thank you so much for coming by. Jessica, Veronica, Pam, Chris the Fish, Metal Rain, it was great to see you. Kelvin, thanks so much for coming by. Who else came by? Anelia came by. I pray that you guys have a great weekend and that you guys enjoy your evening tonight. Also praying for world peace. I'm praying for Ukraine to be liberated and for Russia to put down their arms. Praying for all those people worldwide who might be in chains mentally, physically, emotionally, that you will be freed from your chains. And please be good to yourself with your thoughts, because we were sent here to have fun. We weren't sent here to cause shit for each other. Anyways, y'all, thank you so much for coming by. I love to hang out with y'all so much. So let's do it again tomorrow night. I'll be back. We'll do some tarot. We'll chat about life. We'll watch a spooky movie. Maybe I'll have the spirit box fixed, and maybe I'll get some time to work on that in the REM pod tomorrow. Anyway, sweet dreams. Love and light bright. I'll talk to y'all soon. Good night.